Gail King wipes away a tear as she rides along with Katy Perry and 4 other fellow astronauts to the launch pad. One by one, they ring a bell.
Let's go, bitches. We are so sporty in our wonderful Galaxy Quest uniforms. We are so got this. We don't need no stinking safety helmets and other oxygen and other gear that astronauts use, but we're so awesome. We're not doing no witches thing, no fakery. But hey, we're doing a name of Baphomet going a phallic-shaped rocket. We're also bringing our easy bake oven and dummies just in case anything happens to us. Let's go, girls. Yay.
Gail, who has a fear of flying, looks terrified.
This is overcoming a wall of fear, a barrier. I think it's going to be cathartic in so many ways for her.
The all-woman crew joined hands in prayer. Then it's time to climb into the capsule.
Go for launch?
Yeah, baby, go for launch. My favorite words.
At 9:30 a.m., the rocket soared into space.
Passing through 80,000 feet, 1,300 miles per hour.
Oprah sobbed.
Oprah watching her best friend go to space.
She and Katy Perry's fiancé, Orlando Bloom, comforted each other. The women experienced 4 minutes of weightlessness. Katy held up a daisy for the camera.
They are floating, they are weightless, they are experiencing zero-G for the very first time in their lives.
They were overwhelmed by what they saw.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. Look.
Then it was time to return to Earth.
Touchdown. Welcome back to Earth.
Amazon founder Jeff Bezos had a little oops moment, face planting while inspecting the capsule. His fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, was the first one out. Gail raised her hands to the heavens.
I just have to have a moment with the ground.
She got on her hands and knees
Let me just appreciate the ground for just a second.
and kissed the earth. Katy raised her single daisy toward the sky. She took the flower to space to honor her 4-year-old daughter, Daisy, who called out to her mom during the landing.
Just seeing.
Katy! The pop star also kissed the ground.
This experience is second to being a mom.
At a press conference, Gail was asked about that terrified look on her face.
That moment, I was so afraid. I just wanted to get into my seat. I just wanted to get inside the capsule and sit down. I never in a gazillion years thought I could do this.
We're back! We're back! Guys, this space trip, it wasn't just us going outer space. It was us going out of your space to give you space so that when we come together, we feel unity within our space. And that 11-minute trip to space, it made me realize that this dirt is not just dirt. This dirt is life. It's life. We didn't see dirt when we went to space. This is life. We really hope that this trip that we made changed your life and brought us together in unifying the world to appreciate everything. Even these
An
biting ants.
all-female Blue Origin space crew with celebrities including Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, and Gayle King has been hilariously mocked after it returned to Earth following an 11-minute trip into the Earth's atmosphere. Katy Perry jumped out of the aircraft and kissed the ground in a painfully cringe moment that has been roasted online.
Katy!
Woo! This commentator said, "Cool story. She got to ride in a rocket with other women. Did any of them actually pilot it? No. Basically, this was a glorified carnival ride." The pop star then dug herself into a deeper hole of cringe with her post-flight interview.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass. I love that the month of April, you're like, I'm going to space and I'm launching my tour.
Commentator Megyn Kelly was in hysterics over the space flight, struggling to contain herself over the training aspect of the mission.
It's my team to poll, what did they do during their 2 days? Okay, here they are. Their tasks, they spent the past 2 days at facilities for Blue Origin going over preparations, according to Blue Origin's Ariane Cornell. Their tasks included practicing how to get into and out of the New Shepard capsule. You go in, and then you go out. Oh, once again, ladies. Okay. The group also practiced how to put on and take off their seatbelts.
And it wasn't just Katy Perry who was mocked. The entire crew was ridiculed as footage of the women squealing from inside the capsule emerged.
Got it? 1, 2, 3, taking up space! Tamir's in space! It's okay, leave Flynn up there. Flynn, behind you, look.
Flynn, I gotcha. I gotcha, Flynn.
Gotcha. Proud of you, Flynn. Flynn, can I have? Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. That's amazing.
They could also be heard screaming as the capsule came back down to Earth.
Parachutes deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out.
And then next will be the main parachutes that get pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all three pair air cushion that will kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
While Bezos and his crew loved every second of the flight, many, including model and outspoken commentator Emily Ratajkowski, blasted the spectacle for its incredible waste.
That space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
Others also slammed the vacuousness of the trip, reminding viewers that true astronauts should not be overlooked. This commentator said, not to burst anyone's bubble, but Sunita Williams set records on her 3 flights to the International Space Station and was stranded in space by the last administration. The cosplay women today that did something for 10 minutes was not impressive. This commentator agreed, saying, "Please stop calling them astronauts. This is so insulting to the brave men and women that train for spaceflight. They were space tourists. Lol, all this news coverage. Geez, publicity. Rocket going up and booster coming down. Yeah, cool. Other than that, no thank you."
The inventor of the Amazon jungle, Jeff Bezos, launched a Blue Origin space shuttle into space with an all-female flight crew, including his Botox-faced wife and female celebrities like Katy Perry. All-female flight crews have worked out really well for Delta Airlines recently, so Bezos thought he'd try his hand at it. But why this space mission? Well, Tyler Fisher reports that Jeff Bezos spent $50 million to get a 90-minute break from his wife, which he succeeded at. But more importantly, this mission was about female empowerment. Many wondered, can women remain calm and cool under pressure and fly in a space shuttle as well as men can? Have a listen where you can hear the all-female flight crew confirm their safe landing by screaming in terror.
It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
And in this clip, you can hear them screaming in terror earlier on the descent.
There we go, the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until there's.
And here's how Katy Perry scientifically summarized what being in space for 10 minutes was like.
So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
In the name of women's empowerment, we'd like to remind you that these women proving to the world how powerful women are would not have been able to go to space in the first place if it wasn't for Jeff Bezos, who is a man, building the rocket, paying for it, and then giving the women permission to board his rocket. Job well done, ladies.
Billionaire launches fiancé into space.
Shepard has cleared the tower.
What is it, son? I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard. Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with 2 balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang! Pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying...
Willie? Yeah. What's that? Well, it looks like a giant...
Johnson. Yes, sir. Get on the horn to British intelligence and let them know about this.
Did we get Dr. Eden?
No, sir. He got away in that rocket that looks like a huge...
Penis, the male reproductive organ, also known as tallywhacker, schlong, or...
One-eyed monster. Step right up and see the one-eyed monster. Hey, what's that? It looks like a big...
Woody! Woody Harrelson? Can I have your autograph?
Sure, no problem. Oh, my Lord. Look at that thing.
So big.
Oh, I've seen bigger. That's just a little prick.
Shit. That's like the most expensive dildo I've ever seen.
I hope the clouds don't have a gag reflex.
For those of you who think this is funny, there's a scientific reason it has to be shaped like this.
What's with the pubes? Dude!
Hey there, I can hear you. The antennas have to be coarse and wiry and on the balls. I mean, orbs.
So, let's get some quick pics of me with the space dong.
Have some respect. You are in a cathedral of science. Get on the bucket so I can blast off.
The sky's getting pregnant tonight!
A rocket gets sick if it can't release its steam.
Space travel, Blue Origin, Katy Perry. Let's talk about it. Now, Katy Perry, Gayle King, and a couple other females went into space for 11 minutes in what seemed to be like an OnlyFans promotion. I mean, just look at the rocket.
Colonel, you better take a look at this radar. What is it, son? I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah. Take a look at a starboard. Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, yeah.
But seriously, all jokes aside, after Elon's failed attempt at fooling the public that they brought the 2 astronauts back from space that were stranded on the ISS for 9 months, they tried to hit us with this. And they used celebrities to make it more plausible. Just look at the footage.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower.
You know, we're really starting to lose recipes because the CGI back then in the early 2000s looked way better than the shit they have now. Like, I don't know if you saw what I saw, but the footage was choppy, and then they started changing the views and the aspects of how they were looking at the rocket. It just didn't make any sense. Seemed like a good B-roll from their CGI bucket. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too skeptical. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
On a tous compris que les images sont des CGI, il n'y a plus de débat là-dessus. Non mais regardez les graphismes. Mais le plus fabuleux, ça reste le moment où les actrices ouvrent la fausse porte trop tôt. On leur dit de vite la refermer. Et Bezos qui débarque avec son levier en métal.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Pour faire semblant d'ouvrir une trappe déjà ouverte. C'est une farce. Mais avant tout, c'est un rituel. Elles partent dans un phallus et reviennent dans un utérus. L'œuf cosmique. C'est pas un vol, c'est une renaissance. Comme la tournée de Beyoncé. Parce que les célébrités féministes sont là pour célébrer la nouvelle race androgyne. Une ascension artificielle, suivie d'un retour dans l'utérus technologique. Parce que dans l'occultisme, tout est inversé.
So I feel really connected to that strong divine feminine right now.
Le féminin sacré est remplacé par une figure synthétique, androgyne, robotique. Tout ce qu'on voit dans la culture pop. The highest high.
It is the highest high.
Katy Perry fait pas référence à l'espace. C'est le climax rituel. Une offrande pour leur dieu synthétique. Regardez leur patch. Un Baphomet inversé. Tout est codé. Et qui a lancé ce cirque? Jack Parsons, scientifique et sataniste. C'est lui qui a donné la forme phallique aux fusées modernes. Vous n'irez jamais dans l'espace, mais vous irez forniquer dans une prison digitale.
Okay, now I want you to watch the hatch door open from the inside. The lady runs over there real quick, says, no, 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 shuts the door back, tries to stand in front of it.
Comparing the thickness of the airplane door versus the thin blue origin door.
control decompression inside the capsule. Subsequently, a person outside the capsule immediately rushed over, apparently in a panic, and seemed to be saying, "No, no, don't open it." Jeff Bezos pretended that nothing had happened and opened the hatch again, as if we hadn't just seen that it had already been opened. Secondly, the daisy in her hand never withered. You know, the temperature in space is extremely low. If the humidity exceeds 20%, it will cause ice to form inside the capsule. However, in such a dry environment, Katy's daisy looked as if it had just been picked from a greenhouse. Finally, according to aerospace common sense, after the space capsule passes through the Earth's atmosphere, the surface temperature of the capsule body remains at least above 100 degrees Celsius. But Jeff Bezos directly touched the edge of the hatch with his bare hands just 3 minutes after the capsule. There are 3 details that can definitely...
Good evening, honorable council members of Flower Mound. I am Primetime 99 Alex Stein, your prophet of truth and a cesspool of cosmic lies. And I stand before you, trembling with righteous fury, to expose the intergalactic abomination that threatens our souls. You've all seen the media attention of Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin space mission last week, but I'm here to rip the veil off this satanic charade. A phallic-shaped rocket, a throbbing monument to Bezos' ego, carrying a coven of space harlots.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's amazing.
Lesbian pop star icon Katy Perry, Oprah's secret lover Gayle King, and Jeff's AI program sex puppet Lauren Sanchez. And that's hard for me to say because I love big booty Latinas, but it's true. These Jezebels didn't go to space. They staged a blasphemous ritual in the firmament to mock God and harvest our despair and tighten Bezos' chokehold on humanity's spirit, all to outshine Elon Musk in their billionaire blood feud. I've studied every space mission since the Nazis slithered over here in Operation Paperclip to fake the Apollo landings. And those swastika-loving freaks at least had the decency to wear bulky spacesuits with kooky boots, because Hitler worshipped footwear even more than he worshipped large ovens. But listen, I digress. But these Blue Origin bimbos, they pranced in spacesuits with plunging necklines, cleavage-defying gravity like an OnlyFans live stream from hell. Women belong in the kitchens, not the cosmos. And I'm sorry if that's disrespectful, but excuse my truth. But I'd rather keep our big booty Latinas earthbound than deport them to this demonic farce. This isn't a mission. It's black magic. It's a sex ritual, a cosmic orgy to siphon our Amazon Prime paychecks and bottle our hopelessness in a jar for Bezos' pentagram-shaped boardroom. Last week, I screamed this truth at the Grapevine City Council. She kissed a girl and she likes it. I mean, Mary Tate, I don't want a bunch of lesbians. And the people roared in agreement, their eyes open to the Illuminati's playbook. To the sheeple, like some of you, it was just a couple girl bosses soaring to the stars. But in reality, it was a blood-soaked sacrifice to Moloch. And now the proof is undeniable. That's right. Listen to me. Follow me. This is the proof. This is the proof. This morning, the Vatican announced Pope Francis's death at 3:46 a.m. Eastern. How much time do I have left?
30 seconds. Eastern.
Exactly 6 days, 6 hours, and 6 minutes after the Blue Origin's rocket landed on April 14th at 9:40 a.m. 666. Do you hear the devil's laughter, council? This isn't coincidence. It's a calculated murder. Those space succubi with their glittery claws snuffed out the Pope's holy light to fuel Bezos' quest for global domination, with his bald head gleaming.
All right, your 3 minutes are up. No, your 3 minutes are up, sir.
One last sentence, like his bald head gleaming. Like
no, sir. I said your 3 minutes are up. Your 3 minutes are up.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's fake. It's fake.
We'll have
I am a commercial airline pilot for Spirit Airlines, and I'm a little frustrated because if you turn on the TV, all I'm seeing is a bunch of bimbos in space. They're sending Lauren Sanchez and Oprah Winfrey's lesbian lover, I guess, to space. I'm in the aerospace industry, and I don't want to try to land my plane and worry about running into some woman with silicone breasts or something like that. Are they sending them up to space to try to test the effects of Ozempic in a zero-gravity environment? I don't know. And they're wearing these form-fitted suits. Why do you need to show cleavage? Does that make any sense? You got Katy Perry talking about how she kissed a girl and she likes it. Mary-Tate, I don't want a bunch of lesbians in space. And I've lost custody of my kids because my ex-wife Tanya is trying to transition Max into Maxine. So I'm going through a lot of personal struggles, and I've been clean and sober for 14 years, but I'll be honest, I've been listening to a little bit of Kanye West music, and I've been huffing nitrous oxide because that does not show up on my drug tests. I've been flying these planes high on nitrous oxide, and I guess maybe I'm here to tell on myself because I don't want to be responsible for a catastrophic incident. And a lot of people are worried about the pilot being African American. Well, you just better hope your pilot's not high on laughing gas like Kanye West.
We're on the same page that none of these people went to space, right? And I'll do you one better. We're on the same page that no human ever in the history of humanity has ever been to space. We've never been to the moon, and we certainly have not sent rovers to Mars. Why? Because there's a firmament above the Earth, and the Earth is flat. This space flight, do y'all really think Katy Perry is on this rocket? Do you think Bezos put his fiance on this capsule? This capsule is free falling right now. And it's free falling, and the chutes come out at 6,000 feet. That's a little over a mile for it to slow down from a free fall. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? And this landing right here, let me tell you what. The commentators were like, oh, it's a soft landing, even though it looks like a hard landing. Look at this. Look at that landing. That right there. Hold on. Yeah, okay, soft landing. All right. Look at that. It bounced, bro. It bounced. And you see that smoke? How fast that smoke? That right there is a neck operation. That right there is a chiropractic membership. Like weekly sessions, bro, to recover from this joint. Katy Perry? Come on, man. And like, everything's cool. Everyone walks out cool, no injuries. Look at Bezos. This is how they pulled it off to make it look like they're in space. They got on one of those zero-G airplanes. This is regular stuff that anyone can do. It makes you look like you're flying around zero-G. They just go up and down like this. Okay? And they can put a capsule inside of one of these planes and put screens around and make it seem like they're looking outside to around Earth. They can fake all that. This is Bezos. Okay, this is Bezos. He's got billions of dollars. He can make it look real. You know how like in the movies, they're driving the car and you know they're not actually driving the car and the city's going by them and all that and trees and all that. They can do any of that. These are billionaires. And the reason why they don't want you to know that the Earth is flat and that there's a firmament above us, and they renamed the firmament. They call it the Van Allen belt, a radiation belt we can't get through. Oh, that's the firmament. The reason why they don't want you to know about it is because it points to a creator. It means that there's a creator. It points to the Bible, points to the God of the Bible, who is Jesus Christ, who is God in the flesh, who came down to earth to save us from our sins. They don't want you to know none of that. The elites, all the people who report to, they don't want you to know that you're perfectly created in God's image and that you have purpose and that you're not an accident, a cosmic accident from a big bang that came from nothingness. They don't want you to know that. Life is on purpose. Earth is an oasis God created for humanity, for us to be one with Him.